All right, so Matthew 17, good. I'm not going to wait for Facebook again. It's off. All right, we continue. So I was gonna Facebook. Sorry if you're finding the network problem a problem. If you're finding it a problem, if you're seeing it as a problem, if you're not getting it, I'm gonna upload this video on YouTube much later so that you can go and watch the full video on YouTube. Although the YouTube is coming late, you bear with me. We had power problems. All right. So they could not cast out the demon, and Yeshua gave a reason. He said, because of your unbelief. Unbelief can actually can be a problem to deliverance, to healing, to conversion. Unbelief can be a problem because you don't believe. All right? So unbelief can be a problem to deliverance. It can be a problem. Please try and work on your faith. Try and work on your faith, because your faith can actually propel you to do things extraordinary. But unbelief can actually pull you back, whether you're trying to live without sin, or whether you're trying to get healed of something, or whether you're trying to progress in life or whatever. Faith is important. Okay? Believe in what you do. The belief in what you do or who you follow is very important. Verse 21, however, this kind does not come out except by prayer and fasting. This kind does not go out except by prayer and fasting. It's a wonderful revelation there. Now, while they were staying in Galilee, Jesus said to them, the Son of Man is about to be betrayed into the hands of men, and they will kill him, and the third day he will be raised up. And they were exceedingly sorrowful. See, ladies and gentlemen, I have Muslim friends who believe. Okay, the sound is there. I have Muslim friends who believe that Jesus came and all of that. They believe, but they don't believe that he actually died and was resurrected. You see, you cannot believe one part of scripture and not believe the other part of scripture. If you don't understand that part, good. You can accept that you don't understand. But except there is clear evidence that something is wrong with that verse. But if not, I think one should believe scripture. Okay? One should believe scripture. Well, let's continue. So they were sorrowful because Jesus told them he was going to suffer and die. These people are going to kill me, he said to them. But he also said he will be raised up. When they had come to Capernaum, verse 24, those who, if you're just joining us, we're in Matthew chapter 17, okay, verse 24. When they had come to Capernaum, those who received the temple tax came to Peter and said, does your teacher not pay the temple tax? He said, yes. And when he had come into the house, Jesus anticipated him, saying, what do you think, Simon? From whom do the kings of the earth take customs or taxes? From their sons or from strangers? Peter said to him, from strangers. Jesus said to him, then the sons are free. But nevertheless, lest we offend them, go to the sea, cast in a hook, and take the fish that comes out first. And when you have opened its mouth, you will find a piece of money. Take that and give it to them for me and you. Jesus and Peter were taxed unlawfully. I want to teach you something about patience in this country, especially Nigeria. A lot of people have lost their lives because of refusal to pay unlawful tax. See, Jesus knew that the tax they were asking him was unlawful. He said, Peter, what do you think? Do they collect tax from strangers or from sons of the king's children? He said they collect tax from strangers. But we are not strangers. We are the king's children. Why are they collecting tax from us? He said, but nevertheless, so as not to offend them, go and pay this tax. See, there are many things you do, not because you are supposed to do them to the government or to anybody, but because of peace sake. For peace sake, you are going to allow many things. You're going to do many things, and you're not going to do many things for peace sake, especially if there is a government over you. See, there are so many things that the government is doing wrong. There are so many levels where the government is disappointing the people. But if the government says pay tax, please do it so as not to offend. Jesus said, but nevertheless, lest we offend them, go to the sea and get the fish, take out the money from the fish's mouth and pay them. Do you understand? So there are many things you're going to do because of peace. And that takes a lot of self-control. A lot of self-control. A lot of self-control. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to have a lot of self-control. Some people, I was driving yesterday to work, and someone was about to be taxed unlawfully at a junction, at the public junction. The person was about to be taxed unlawfully, so he wanted to drive away forcefully. So that person who wanted to tax the driver grabbed onto the wiper, the shield cleaner of the car, and broke it. So the driver was mad. He was so mad. He parked the car, came out of the car. I was able to watch because I was in the hold-up. I was in a very tight hold-up on the other side, so I could see. He was able to park and angrily dashed to that man, demanding his windshield cleaner, his wiper. In that process, he was beaten. That driver was beaten mercilessly with cane. Other guys came out and they began to beat him. See, you are a public driver. You're a driver, and you have agreements with these people. Yes, it's unlawful, but you have agreements with them. Give them their money and go your way. You're going to make your money anyway. But he came down, in the process, he was trying to drive out forcefully. The guy, grabbed the wiper. So he came down to fight or to take back his, possession. But in the process, he was beaten. He was beaten by 1, 2, 3 boys. He would have avoided that by giving them the money. It's an agreement. Even though it's not an agreement, if you see it as an unlawful act, for peace sake, they could have killed you, guy. They could have killed you. Especially in this nation where you have less regard for human lives, where you have impunity, over 100% level of impunity. You keep your life safe, and you keep yourself safe, and you be at peace with men. It's an agreement. You pay the money and go your way. You could have saved your life. You could have saved yourself from that beating. Anyway, that takes us to the end of the show today. How many hours did you spend? This is recording 9 minutes there because we came late on YouTube. And almost 30 minutes here. Well, do you enjoy yourself? The last time I played music, today there is no music, but don't worry, I'll work on the music. I'm supposed to work on that music and give you some vibes. Thank you for watching on Facebook. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching on Instagram. I appreciate you. Thank you. And I'm waving back to you now. Thank you. I'm waving to you. I'm waving to you. I really appreciate you. And on YouTube, don't forget you can watch this on YouTube. I have a 9-minute video on YouTube there. Remember, it's good to take a second look at Scripture. Please take a second look at Scripture. Very important. Whatever you do, it's going to save you of denominational dogmas and denominational problems. All right? Have a nice time. Bye-bye. Have a nice time. Bye-bye.